I have to give credit to my boss, Mike Witt, for inspiring this routine that I'm going to show you. What I'm going to show you is a routine that I've put together that I think is very good for all around shoulder stability. Basically, using these bands that I have set up, I'm going to work the shoulder in multiple angles. When I do this for actual training, I'll target 8 to 10 reps of a medium intensity. For the purposes of this video, then I'm only going to do a couple. The first movements I look at could be considered working the shoulder in its outside or exterior angles. So, starting off, a shoulder raise, again 1, 2, and then 10, and then I'm going to switch hands. Again, 10 reps. Continuing in that outside configuration, I'm going to come laterally across the body. Again, both sides. Then I'm going to come from a high position. And again, work the shoulder slightly differently. And then the last position from an outside, similar to that lateral, but I'm going to come more underneath and do more of a traditional style shoulder raise. So that's the outside angles. Now we'll move to the inside angles or movements, if you will. Now a little bit more internally, I'm going to increase the weight because we're typically a lot stronger in this action. So I'm going to start with a straight arm pull back. Again, 10 reps. Then repeating that lateral position, but again, using a straight arm. This obviously puts more emphasis on the pectoral muscles. And then finally, because I want to improve my swimming technique, I'm going to go back to that leaned over position, only now I'm going to bend the elbow in a position that we call the catch for swimming. And now I'm just going to try to keep that bent elbow posture with my hand directly under the elbow as I pull back. If you're not really interested in swimming, then this may not be of great use to you. After I do all the straight arm actions, I'm going to kind of repeat some of those same directions, but now I'm going to do with a bent arm. So bending my elbow, I'm going to rotate my wrist internally. May have to increase weight on this because we're pretty strong internally. Then externally, I find this is really effective for me and a slight shoulder injury or niggle that I've got. Then coming from a horizontal position, I'm going to try to keep the elbow stable and just rotate the wrist back. And then the last movement, I'm a fan of what we call the face pull, which is normally done with 2 hands. Since I'm not using 2 bands, then I'm just going to do half of a face pull. So it's kind of like that last movement, except now I'm a little bit higher with the elbow, and I'm trying to work getting the hand back behind the head, deep behind the head, and work that scapula a little bit more. So that's the routine. Obviously, you can vary tension, you can vary anchor points to create different types of force on your shoulder. What I find when I'm doing this is I feel a fatigue in my shoulder that I normally don't feel from other lifts, your bigger lifts, your more traditional lifts. So what this tells me is I'm working muscles that don't normally get work. And I think those are the smaller muscles, the rotator cuff muscles, the muscles that line the scapula. And I think that this should be providing greater stability for my shoulder so that I should be able to improve my bigger lifts or maintain good shoulder health and mobility when I'm swimming. So that's the routine. Lots of variation available. I hope this is helpful.